Hi, I'm Shane Lee, and I'm here to talk to you about one of my favourite subjects, a great tasting beer that is 100% owned by an Australian brewery in Ballarat. It doesn't get any more Aussie than that. Rebellion Brewing produces Australia's most awarded gluten-free beer, O'Brien Beer, coming off an incredible 6 gold medals in the recent Australian International Beer Awards held in Melbourne. That makes it 9 AIBA golds overall, a gold at the Indies and a silver at the Beer World Cup, which is a cracking effort. Two mates of mine, John O'Brien and Joey Proctor, are offering up shares in Rebellion Brewing to grow the company's sales, distribution, online presence, and of course, brew more O'Brien beer. I'm an ambassador and professional taster of O'Brien beer through their sponsorship of my two podcasts, Lunch with Lee and Afternoon Sport. I'm also a proud shareholder. Produced at their dedicated brewery in Ballarat, O'Brien Beer is a great tasting beer, has a unique competitive advantage, proven sales, and some terrific growth plans for the company, which we all share. But first, let me set the scene for you. Back in 2003, John O'Brien, a lovable Aussie bloke who was fond of a good beer, was told he needed to cut out gluten from his diet. Like any true blue Aussie entrepreneur, John wasn't prepared to take no for an answer, making his own gluten-free beer as there were none available. Through loads of trial and error, O'Brien Beer was born. Why Rebellion? John's great-grandfather fought at the Eureka Stockade at the tender age of 14. So being a rebel is kind of in his blood. 15 years later, O'Brien Beer has won more than 50 domestic and international beer awards. It's available in more than 2,300 venues Australia-wide and growing in popularity every day. O'Brien Beer is proudly brewed from 100% Australian grain, preservative-free, all-natural and GMO-free. O'Brien Beer sales average around $3 million per annum.
We started off creating the O'Brien Pale Ale. That was the first we created back in 2005. It was quickly followed by O'Brien Premium Lager. Now both of these beers are fairly common in Australia. They're fairly typical style Australian beers, American style Pale Ale and Australian style Lager. We then moved on to a brown ale because I love dark beers myself. So then we went on to create O'Brien Lager 3.0. It's a light beer that you can enjoy at a barbecue, special occasion. We first made our first seasonal, which is O'Brien Belgian Ale. This was the first beer to win a gold medal at the Australian International Beer Awards. Probably our best and most popular seasonal beer is O'Brien Stout. This also won an Australian International Beer Awards gold medal. Very roasty, coffee sort of flavours, traditional Irish dry stout. And our latest creation is the O'Brien XPA. It's a low alcohol or mid-strength XPA. Most XPAs are sort of 5.5 to 6%. This is 3.8%. So it's very easy drinking, very fruity, a very sessionable beer.
So now you understand the brand and the great beers, let me tell you about the opportunity and plans for Rebellion Brewing. The gluten-free food and beverage industry is growing at a rapid rate and is here to stay. Just look at the explosion in your gluten-free products in your local shopping centre or the many gluten-free options emerging in your favourite pub or restaurant. Patrons at pubs, clubs and restaurants and bottle shops are demanding healthier options in the growing better for you world. O'Brien Beer is uniquely positioned to take full advantage of these trends to grow sales, stockists, increasing marketing efforts and increasing production. And this is where you come in. We are now inviting you to join our band of rebels and be part of the next phase of the Rebellion journey. And there are great incentives for you to be part of the Rebellion journey, such as discounted beer, free merchandise, exclusive invites, and early access to new products. Rebellion Brewing is more than a brewing company. It is a growing community that loves producing great tasting beer without the ill effects of mass-produced wheat and barley. And we want to share our love with our loyal O'Brien beer drinkers. So let me hand it over to John to wrap up.
So if you've ever dreamt about being part of an Australian brewery, consider joining our team.
O'Brien Beer, the beer that loves you back.